Marc Benioff, the dynamic and influential CEO and co-founder of Salesforce, stands as a towering figure in both the tech industry and the world of mindful leadership. It's not often that you find someone who has not only changed the way businesses operate but has also woven in a deep personal philosophy of mindfulness into the fabric of a billion-dollar enterprise. Isn't it fascinating to think about how one man's journey into mindfulness has had such a profound effect on an entire industry? Benioff's leadership style, defined by empathy, clarity, and emotional intelligence, is a testament to the power of mindful practices. Benioff's journey with mindfulness didn't happen overnight. Like many of us, he started out driven by ambition and the pursuit of success, but it was a key moment of advice from Steve Jobs that changed everything. Imagine being mentored by one of the greatest innovators of our time. Jobs suggested that Benioff explore mindfulness as a tool for clarity, decision-making, and envisioning the future. That simple piece of advice set the stage for an entirely new chapter in Benioff's personal and professional life. Today, mindfulness isn't just a practice for him, it's a way of life, a leadership philosophy, and a strategic advantage for Salesforce. Benioff's personal commitment to meditation and mindfulness. Let's dive into what mindfulness truly means to Marc Benioff. Have you ever wondered how someone can stay calm and grounded while leading one of the world's most influential tech companies? For Benioff, the answer lies in meditation. His personal commitment to this practice is nothing short of inspiring. He meditates regularly, and this daily ritual is something he attributes to his ability to maintain focus, manage stress, and navigate the high-pressure world of tech with grace and clarity. Think about it. Every day, Benioff takes the time to sit in stillness, breathe deeply, and clear his mind. In a world where constant stimulation and distraction are the norms, how incredible is it that Benioff has cultivated this level of discipline? Through meditation, he has developed what many leaders struggle to achieve: self-awareness and emotional regulation. These qualities are not just beneficial, they are essential in high-stakes decision-making. Can you imagine making a major corporate decision affecting thousands of people while remaining completely calm and clear-minded? This is exactly what Benioff does, and it's all thanks to the mindfulness practices he has embraced. But meditation doesn't just benefit Benioff in the boardroom, it enhances his personal life too. He often talks about how mindfulness helps him find balance, not only at work but also in his personal relationships and well-being. This balance is crucial, especially in a world where the lines between personal and professional life are increasingly blurred. For Benioff, meditation is like a reset button. It's a moment where he can pause, reflect, and recharge, ensuring that he's always leading with intention and purpose. Mindfulness, more than just a tool for personal success, Marc Benioff's commitment to mindfulness goes beyond his personal success. He genuinely believes that meditation and mindfulness can make the world a better place. In interviews, he has often mentioned that mindfulness allows him to approach challenges with an open and creative mindset. Isn't it amazing how something so simple, sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, can unlock such profound creative potential? For Benioff, this creative mindset is key to staying ahead in the fiercely competitive tech industry, where innovation is everything. In fact, he attributes some of Salesforce's most groundbreaking innovations to the mental clarity and creativity that mindfulness fosters. The fast-paced world of tech is notorious for its relentless pressure, and staying ahead requires more than just intelligence. It requires adaptability, emotional intelligence, and the ability to remain calm under pressure. Benioff's meditation practice allows him to tap into these qualities, making him not just a brilliant CEO but also a leader who inspires others to think outside the box. Benioff's ability to make thoughtful, deliberate decisions is one of the reasons Salesforce has been able to navigate periods of rapid growth and significant change so successfully. When faced with difficult decisions, Benioff turns to meditation to clear his mind and approach the situation with a fresh perspective. Have you ever faced a difficult decision and felt overwhelmed by all the variables at play? Imagine being able to quiet that noise, center yourself, and approach the situation with clarity. That's exactly what mindfulness does for Benioff, and it's one of the reasons he has been able to lead Salesforce to such incredible heights. How mindfulness shapes Benioff's leadership. What's truly remarkable about Marc Benioff's leadership is how seamlessly he integrates mindfulness into his day-to-day decision-making. He's not just practicing mindfulness for his own benefit. He's using it as a strategic tool to lead Salesforce with empathy and emotional intelligence. This is what sets him apart from so many other corporate leaders. Benioff genuinely listens to his employees, and it's not just because it's the right thing to do, it's because his mindfulness practice has taught him the value of being present in the moment. Think about it, how many leaders truly take the time to listen, to be fully present in their interactions with employees? Too often, leaders are distracted, preoccupied with their next task or goal. But not Benioff. His mindfulness practice has taught him to slow down, to listen deeply, and to make decisions that are in the best interest of both the company and its workforce. Isn't that the kind of leadership we all hope to experience in our workplaces? Benioff's emotional intelligence is a direct result of his mindfulness practice. By staying grounded and present, he's able to approach challenges with a sense of calm and clarity that many leaders envy. In moments of crisis, he doesn't react impulsively. Instead, he pauses, reflects, and makes decisions that are thoughtful and deliberate. Can you imagine how different the corporate world would be if more leaders adopted this approach? Benioff's leadership is a shining example of how mindfulness can transform not just individuals, but entire organizations. Mindfulness at Salesforce, building a mindful corporate culture. One of the most remarkable aspects of Marc Benioff's leadership is how he has woven mindfulness into the very fabric of Salesforce's corporate culture. Imagine walking into a Salesforce office and seeing dedicated meditation rooms where employees are encouraged to take breaks, reflect, or simply breathe. How many companies do you know that prioritize their employees' mental and emotional well-being to this extent? It's truly a game changer. Benioff's decision to incorporate mindfulness into Salesforce's culture wasn't just a passing trend, it was a deliberate choice to create an environment where employees can thrive. He knows that when employees feel grounded, focused, and emotionally healthy, they are more productive, creative, and innovative. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as mindfulness can have such a profound impact on an organization's success? The meditation rooms are just one part of Salesforce's mindful corporate culture. Benioff has also championed flexible working hours and personal development initiatives that encourage employees to find a balance between their personal and professional lives. He believes that when employees feel supported in their personal growth, they bring their best selves to work. How inspiring is that? Mindfulness beyond meditation, a holistic approach to corporate well-being. It's important to note that mindfulness at Salesforce isn't just about meditation. Benioff's holistic approach to corporate well-being encompasses much more. He understands that in today's fast-paced, always-on work environment, employees need more than just physical benefits, they need mental and emotional support too. In addition to the meditation rooms, Salesforce offers wellness programs that include yoga classes, mindfulness workshops, and mental health resources. These initiatives are designed to help employees manage stress, build resilience, and foster a sense of community within the company. Can you imagine working in a place where your mental and emotional well-being are valued just as much as your productivity? That's the kind of environment Benioff has created at Salesforce. What's even more impressive is how Benioff has integrated mindfulness into Salesforce's leadership development programs. He encourages leaders at all levels to adopt mindfulness practices, believing that emotionally intelligent leaders are better equipped to guide their teams through periods of change and uncertainty. Isn't it refreshing to see a leader who recognizes the importance of emotional intelligence in leadership, mindfulness, and innovation? A culture of creativity. At Salesforce, mindfulness isn't just about reducing stress, it's also about fostering creativity. Benioff believes that when employees are given the mental space to reflect and think creatively, they are more likely to come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. This philosophy has been a driving force behind Salesforce's success as one of the most innovative companies in the world. imagine a workplace where creativity is encouraged, where employees are given the freedom to explore new ideas without fear of judgment or failure. That's the kind of culture Benioff has cultivated at Salesforce. He knows that in order to stay competitive in the tech industry, innovation is key, and mindfulness plays a crucial role in unlocking that creative potential. By encouraging mindfulness, Benioff has created an environment where employees feel empowered to take risks, think outside the box, and come up with groundbreaking ideas. Isn't that the kind of workplace we all dream of? It's no wonder that Salesforce continues to be a leader in innovation year after year. Leadership and innovation through mindfulness. Marc Benioff's leadership style is a powerful example of how mindfulness can enhance emotional intelligence, decision-making, and innovation. Can you imagine the level of calm and clarity required to lead a company as large and dynamic as Salesforce? Yet, Benioff does it with grace, and much of that can be attributed to his mindfulness practice. Benioff encourages his leadership team to adopt mindfulness practices, believing that emotionally intelligent leaders are better equipped to handle the pressures of the tech industry. In a field where high-stakes decisions are the norm, emotional regulation is crucial. Isn't it remarkable how something as simple as mindfulness can have such a profound impact on leadership? By staying calm under pressure and managing stress effectively, Benioff has been able to lead Salesforce through periods of rapid growth and significant change. He doesn't just react to challenges, he approaches them with a sense of openness and creativity, which allows him to find innovative solutions to even the most complex problems. Can you imagine the level of resilience and adaptability that requires? But it's not just about Benioff's leadership. Mindfulness has become a key part of Salesforce's corporate culture, and it's one of the reasons the company continues to be a leader in innovation. When employees are given the mental space to reflect and think creatively, they are more likely to come up with ideas that push the boundaries of what's possible. Isn't that the kind of culture we all want to be a part of? The role of emotional intelligence in leadership. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is its ability to enhance emotional intelligence, and this is something Marc Benioff understands deeply. As a leader, Benioff is known for his empathy, his ability to listen, and his emotional intelligence, all of which are cultivated through his mindfulness practice. Think about the last time you had a conversation with someone who was fully present, who listened to you without distraction. How did that make you feel? Now imagine having a leader who brings that level of presence to every interaction. That's what Benioff does. He listens deeply, he's fully engaged in the moment, and he makes decisions that are thoughtful and deliberate. This level of emotional intelligence is crucial in leadership, especially in today's fast-paced, high-pressure business environment. Benioff's ability to stay calm under pressure, to manage his emotions effectively, and to approach challenges with a sense of openness and creativity sets him apart as a leader. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as mindfulness can have such a profound impact on leadership? Mindfulness and innovation, fostering a culture of creativity. At Salesforce, mindfulness is more than just a tool for reducing stress, it's a key driver of innovation. Benioff believes that when employees are given the mental space to reflect and think creatively, they are more likely to come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. This philosophy has been a driving force behind Salesforce's success as one of the most innovative companies in the world. Imagine a workplace where creativity is encouraged, where employees are given the freedom to explore new ideas without fear of judgment or failure. That's the kind of culture Benioff has cultivated at Salesforce. He knows that in order to stay competitive in the tech industry, innovation is key, and mindfulness plays a crucial role in unlocking that creative potential. By encouraging mindfulness, Benioff has created an environment where employees feel empowered to take risks, think outside the box, and come up with groundbreaking ideas. Isn't that the kind of workplace we all dream of? It's no wonder that Salesforce continues to be a leader in innovation year after year. Broader impact, mindfulness and social responsibility. Marc Benioff's commitment to mindfulness extends far beyond the walls of Salesforce. His belief in the power of mindfulness is not limited to personal well-being or corporate success, it is about creating a broader positive impact on society. Benioff understands that businesses have a responsibility not only to their shareholders but also to their employees, communities, and the world at large. Isn't it inspiring to see a leader who prioritizes compassion and social responsibility in addition to financial performance? Under Benioff's leadership, Salesforce has become a shining example of corporate social responsibility. One of the most notable initiatives is the company's 1-1-1 model. This groundbreaking philanthropy model, which Benioff pioneered, commits 1% of Salesforce's equity, 1% of its employees' time, and 1% of its products to charitable causes. Just think about that. It's rare to find a company that integrates giving back so deeply into its core business model. The 1-1-1 model is a reflection of Benioff's belief that businesses can, and should, be a force for good in the world. By donating time, equity, and products, Salesforce has been able to make a significant impact in a variety of areas, including education, healthcare, and social justice. Isn't it amazing how one company's commitment to giving can create such a ripple effect of positive change? Benioff's personal mindfulness practice plays a significant role in shaping his approach to social responsibility. Through meditation and mindfulness, he has developed a heightened sense of empathy and compassion, which informs the way he leads Salesforce and engages with the world. He believes that mindfulness fosters a sense of interconnectedness, reminding us that we are all part of a larger whole. This perspective has fueled his passion for corporate philanthropy and social impact initiatives. Mindfulness and compassion, a leader's duty to society. Benioff has often spoken about the need for businesses to operate with compassion and empathy. In today's world, where inequality, environmental degradation, and social injustice are rampant, Benioff believes that companies can no longer afford to turn a blind eye to these issues. His mindfulness practice has taught him the importance of being present and aware of the world around him, and he uses this awareness to drive positive change both within Salesforce and beyond. Can you imagine a world where more business leaders approached their work with this level of compassion? Benioff's philosophy is that businesses should not only aim for profit but also strive to make the world a better place. He sees it as his responsibility, not just as a CEO but as a human being, to use his platform for good. This sense of duty is deeply intertwined with his mindfulness practice, which emphasizes the importance of compassion, kindness, and service to others. Benioff's philanthropic efforts are not just about writing checks or making donations. He is actively involved in the causes he supports, often using his influence to bring attention to critical issues. For example, he has been a vocal advocate for social justice, using his platform to speak out against inequality and discrimination. He has also made significant contributions to education and healthcare, two areas that are close to his heart. Isn't it incredible to see a leader who walks the talk and is so deeply invested in making the world a better place? Salesforce's commitment to social responsibility, a culture of giving back. Benioff's leadership has fostered a culture of giving back at Salesforce, where employees are encouraged to engage in philanthropy and volunteerism. Through the 1-1-1 model, Salesforce employees have contributed millions of hours to charitable causes, making a tangible difference in their communities. How many companies do you know where giving back is not only encouraged but celebrated? The impact of this culture of giving extends far beyond the company itself. By empowering employees to make a difference in their communities, Salesforce has created a ripple effect of positive change. Employees are given the opportunity to take paid time off to volunteer for causes they are passionate about. And many of them have used this time to work on projects that have a lasting impact on the world. Isn't it incredible to think about how one company's commitment to social responsibility can inspire such widespread change? Salesforce's approach to corporate social responsibility is a powerful example of how mindfulness can influence not only personal leadership but also an entire company's ethos. Benioff's emphasis on compassion, empathy, and giving back is reflected in every aspect of the company's operations. It's no wonder that Salesforce is not only a leader in innovation but also a trailblazer in corporate philanthropy, mindfulness as a driver of ethical business practices. One of the most fascinating aspects of Benioff's leadership is how he has used mindfulness as a foundation for ethical business practices. In an industry where profits often take precedence over people, Benioff has consistently championed a different approach, one that prioritizes ethical decision-making, transparency, and social impact. How refreshing is that in today's corporate landscape, Benioff believes that mindfulness fosters a sense of responsibility, not just to shareholders, but to employees, customers, and society as a whole. By practicing mindfulness, he is able to approach business decisions with a clear mind and a compassionate heart, ensuring that the choices he makes are aligned with his values. Can you imagine what the business world would look like if more leaders adopted this approach? Under Benioff's leadership, Salesforce has become known for its commitment to ethical business practices. The company has taken bold stands on issues such as climate change, social justice, and workplace equality, often going against the grain of traditional corporate practices. For example, Salesforce has committed to becoming a net-zero company, with a focus on reducing its environmental impact and promoting sustainability. Isn't it inspiring to see a company that is willing to take a stand for what's right, even when it's not the easiest path? Benioff's mindfulness practice has also influenced the way Salesforce approaches diversity and inclusion. He has been a vocal advocate for workplace equality, often speaking out about the need for more diverse representation in the tech industry. Salesforce has implemented a range of initiatives aimed at promoting diversity and creating a more inclusive workplace. These efforts are a reflection of Benioff's belief that businesses have a responsibility to create environments where everyone feels valued and respected. Isn't it incredible to see how mindfulness can influence not just personal well-being but also the way we approach social and ethical issues in the workplace? Mindfulness in the corporate world, a new paradigm for leadership. Benioff's leadership at Salesforce is a powerful example of how mindfulness can transform the corporate world. In an industry where success is often measured by profits and market share, Benioff has shown that there is another way, a way that prioritizes compassion, empathy, and social responsibility. How amazing is it to see a leader who is willing to challenge the status quo and create a new paradigm for leadership? Benioff's approach to leadership is rooted in the belief that businesses have the power to change the world for the better. Through mindfulness, he has developed a deep sense of purpose that drives everything he does. For Benioff, success is not just about financial performance, it's about making a positive impact on society, creating a culture of well-being, and fostering innovation. Isn't that the kind of leadership we need more of in today's world? By integrating mindfulness into his leadership style, Benioff has created a work environment where employees feel supported, valued, and empowered to bring their best selves to work. Salesforce's culture of well-being, innovation, and social responsibility is a direct reflection of Benioff's personal values, and it has become a model for other companies to follow. Can you imagine how different the corporate world would be if more leaders adopted this approach? Mindfulness and emotional intelligence, a winning combination. One of the key reasons for Benioff's success as a leader is his ability to balance mindfulness with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It's a critical skill for leaders, especially in high-pressure environments like the tech industry. Benioff's mindfulness practice has enhanced his EQ, allowing him to approach leadership with empathy, self-awareness, and emotional regulation. In today's fast-paced world, leaders are often under immense pressure to make quick decisions and meet demanding targets. It's easy to become reactive, making decisions based on stress or anxiety rather than thoughtful consideration. But Benioff has taken a different approach. Through mindfulness, he has developed the ability to pause, reflect, and make decisions that are thoughtful and deliberate. How many leaders do you know who can remain calm and composed, even in the face of intense pressure? Benioff's emotional intelligence is also evident in the way he interacts with his employees. He listens deeply, communicates with empathy, and creates an environment where people feel heard and valued. Isn't it amazing to think about how something as simple as being present in the moment can transform the way we lead and interact with others? The future of leadership, mindfulness as a competitive advantage. As we look to the future, it's clear that mindfulness will play an increasingly important role in leadership. In a world that is becoming more complex and interconnected, leaders who can stay grounded, focused, and emotionally intelligent will have a competitive advantage. Marc Benioff's success at Salesforce is a powerful testament to the value of mindful leadership, and it's likely that more leaders will follow in his footsteps in the years to come. What's particularly exciting is the potential for mindfulness to transform not just individual leaders, but entire organizations. As more companies adopt mindfulness practices, we could see a shift in corporate culture, one that prioritizes well-being, innovation, and social responsibility. Can you imagine working in a world where businesses are driven not just by profits, but by a genuine desire to make a positive impact on society? Benioff's leadership at Salesforce is a beacon of hope for those who believe that business can be a force for good. His commitment to mindfulness, emotional intelligence, and social responsibility has set a new standard for what it means to be a leader in the 21st century. Isn't it inspiring to think about the possibilities for the future of leadership, where mindfulness and compassion take center stage? Conclusion: the power of mindfulness in leadership. Marc Benioff's journey into mindfulness has transformed not only his own life but also the way he leads Salesforce and engages with the world. His commitment to meditation and mindfulness has allowed him to stay grounded, focused, and compassionate, even in the high-pressure world of tech. By integrating mindfulness into his leadership style, Benioff has created a work environment that prioritizes employee well-being, fosters innovation, and emphasizes social responsibility. Isn't it incredible to think about how one person's mindfulness practice can have such a profound ripple effect? Benioff's leadership at Salesforce serves as a powerful example for other business leaders who are looking to cultivate mindful leadership and create more humane, innovative workplaces. In a world where business leaders are often pressured to prioritize profits above all else, Benioff stands out as a leader who values balance, compassion, and the well-being of his employees and society. In the end, Benioff's leadership is a testament to the power of mindfulness to transform not just individuals, but entire organizations. By embracing mindfulness, he has shown that success in business is not just about financial performance, it's about creating a positive impact on the world. Isn't that the kind of leadership we all want to see more of in the world?